Hey, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Why That's Funny podcast. I'm Andrew Gisberg, and I'm joined today by... I couldn't even introduce you without laughing because you look ridiculous. You're really taking this summer thing pretty far,
dude.
Right away.
It's been summer for 4 months now.
You got no, it hasn't. You got a weirdest shirt. You were drinking a Sam Adams. What is that? A porch rocker?
Yeah,
are those even out yet? How did you get one of those?
Almost dropped the porch.
Is that last year's porch rocker?
No, dude, it's summer. I'm telling you, dude.
Jesus, you're really ready to. You're really ready to go. You got the sunglasses on, a hat that says Brave.
Yeah, dude, it's 4th of July. Let's go.
That's so funny, dude. It's not a Braves hat.
No, it's not the Braves.
It's about being brave.
Yeah, it's just about America.
You're just stoked.
And having the institution.
It's a patriotic thing.
I'm brave, dude.
That's so. I didn't even put that together.
What do you mean? You thought someone just had this hat that said Brave? You didn't think it was
I thought it was just like, yeah, I'm brave.
Yeah, it is. I'm brave. There was another one I was going to get for you, but I figured you wouldn't wear it.
I don't wear
hats. It said free.
Okay.
So like brave, free.
Brave, free, yeah.
It's probably another thing.
Oh, I see. So it's an American thing.
Yeah, it's 4th of July.
Okay, it just looks like it says, it actually looks like, I don't know. I don't know what it was.
I don't know. I'm just wearing a Brave hat, dude.
And a weird shirt.
No, it's a Marble Notebook shirt. This is what you would wear Jonas Salk Middle School. You know, you open up your fucking notebook.
It does look like a Marble Notebook shirt.
I found it on Walmart. $8.
Really?
Clearance. No one's buying this shit. They're idiots.
I know, that's crazy.
All right, let's start the show.
That's insane, dude. No one's buying that? What's wrong with all you people out there, man?
Go to Walmart.
You don't want a shirt like that?
Walmart.
Go to Walmart. Yeah, have you heard of Walmart? Walmart.com? All right. Let's start the show. Let's get into it, folks.
You are listening to Why That's Funny, a podcast that enlightens you on everyday things. Starring Andrew Ginsberg and Captain John.
What's up, John?
I don't know.
I feel you're bringing a real crazy vibe today.
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude.
I feel like I'm talking to a real nut.
You want to know why? Because
Sure.
I just got asked one of the worst questions you could possibly ask by a friend or a relative.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what are you doing X day during the week at 3:45 in the morning?
What?
Do you mind bringing me to the fucking
airport?
airport?
The airport? Brutal.
Yo, man.
We can't be asking that anymore.
Nah,
People
dude.
shouldn't be asking for that
Yeah,
anymore.
my cousin-
Take an Uber.
My cousin hits me up. He's like, yo, what are you doing 3:45 a.m. Thursday? I'm like, nah, man, what?
Yeah.
I knew what the next
What did you
thing
think he was
going
going
to
to say? He's like, I needed your help burying
I
the
don't
body.
know. I don't know, because I was just hanging out with him. He didn't mention any trips. He didn't mention anything.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I didn't know what was coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, what, dude? Like, what do we have to possibly do? Do we have to move mulch or something stupid? Like,
Yeah, why at 3:45 in the
Yeah,
morning?
I'm like, are we getting a delivery? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And he was just like, yo, I need a ride at the airport. And I'm like, yo, motherfucker.
Damn.
Like, I know you
It's
don't.
kind of unacceptable. Is your cousin poor?
No, he doesn't drink or anything, so he doesn't know about Uber. Like, he's never had to take Uber in his life. He's like,
I'm not familiar. What is Uber?
He was like,
what's a taxi?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
I'm
drink,
like,
so I don't know what those things are.
I'm like, yo, man, like, I was like, yo, ask every single other person you know.
Right.
And if they say no, I'll do it.
Yeah. That's very generous
Yeah.
of you. That's a really nice offer.
You know?
Listen, I'll tell you what.
No matter
I'm going to
what.
be a nice guy. Ask every single other person that you could possibly think
listen.
of, and then maybe I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Right.
I know 8 hours go by.
Sure.
I text him like when 6 hours go by, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we still doing this Thursday?" He's like, "I'm still looking." I'm
still asking. I haven't got to everybody in my phone
well
book
enough that this guy said, "Oh, he said if I ask anybody, he'll take me if they say no."
Yet. Right.
He's not asking one
he's
other.
not. He's
fucking
waiting it
person.
out.
Nah, he's waiting it out.
Yeah, that's what I would
Now
do.
I'm the piece of shit.
Right.
That's gonna. And I have softball on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna feel like shit when I wake up because
Horrible.
I'm a 37-year-old man
Yeah.
playing softball.
3:45 is a
Dude,
time when
I'm
nobody
not
should,
even kidding.
Nobody
Dude.
should
When
wake
I get
up.
up in the mornings
Oh,
after
shit.
softball,
Oh,
when I
shit.
get up in the mornings, I go like this. Ow, ow.
Every morning you wake up like that?
Every morning I wake
Oh,
up like
geez.
that.
Oh.
My feet don't work. And then-
Really?
yeah. And then
That act out you just did made it seem like your back doesn't work either.
No.
Oh.
I have to walk on the balls of my feet because I found out I have plantar fasciitis.
Ew, dude.
Don't know what to do about that.
You have
I
balls on your feet?
No, the balls, the heels of my feet. You fucking loser.
I don't have them in my pants, but I got them on my feet. So you have plantar fasciitis?
I got plantar fasciitis. It's not. It's the things that athletes get.
Oh, okay. You get that from eating too many seeds or what?
Nah, it's diverticulitis. I just got all the itises, dude.
Yeah, I got.
Plantar
You got any?
fasciitis.
No arthritis though.
I'm sure it's coming, dude. It's got to be coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a thing that old people got.
It's
when
like,
we were
it's
growing
getting
up.
cold. I can tell it's getting cold. I'm like, yeah, so can I. I'm outside. You fucking.
I can't ride anymore. I can't ride my motorcycle anymore. Driving 3:40. Why 3:45? What time's it?
I got a 5 o'clock flight, dude.
Damn, dude. Where's he going?
Newark.
Newark? Oh.
Yeah, he's flying right to Newark.
Yeah, he's flying to where's he flying from?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. What's he doing out there?
Fishing and golfing all week.
I don't think he deserves a ride for
I
that.
know.
I don't think that's
You're
worth
about to go have the best time. Meanwhile, so
you have to have a horrible week. So
I
he
work
can
at
have
7.
a great week.
I work at 7, so
Right.
that means 3:45. I get to his house. I pick him up. We get to the airport probably around 4:30.
Jeez.
Drop him off. Then I come home. I'm probably home around 5:30. I'm not going home.
Then you gotta
I'm gonna go
work.
sit at my job until
yeah.
7 a.m.
That's
Just gonna sit
horrible.
in the car.
That's
like,
brutal.
what am I gonna do? Go home, wake up, Tara and the kids? Like, no. I'm just gonna go and sit.
Yeah.
Probably fucking pop an Adderall, take mad coffee,
Yeah.
just sit there and just bug out like, ooh, work's gonna be great today.
Yeah.
Ooh, can't wait.
And then you'll start crashing by like what, 10:30 a.m. You're done.
You don't crash on Adderall, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I only get 5 hours of sleep.
I see.
It's just a vicious cycle. One day I'm just gonna not wake up.
You don't crash on Adderall?
No,
Really?
there's no crash.
There's no crash.
No.
But all right. But you said you were pounding Red Bull too, right?
Well, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, not Red Bull, coffee.
Coffee. Yeah.
No more
yeah.
Red Bull.
You don't drink
scan.
Red Bull?
I scan.
What do you mean you scan?
I scan stuff.
This whole outfit, you just saying I scan over and over again makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I scan everything.
Yeah,
dude.
you scan. Did you wear sunglasses? You
I
wear
make
this
sure-
shirt? You
I make
scan,
sure I'm
you drink
not-
porch rockers. You
Listen.
scan.
Thanks to Tism, that guy. Yeah, whatever that guy's name is. John F. Kennedy. Now I can eat colors. Like, he got rid of all the colors. I've been scanning for colors for days, for months.
Scanning what? What are you saying?
Like everything I
literally
scan.
don't understand anything you're saying.
There's
right
a fucking app.
now. I just feel like you're
Yuka.
saying the word scanning because you're wearing that shirt. Somehow I think that they're related.
You're really, you can't handle it.
Listen, I scan, all right? No, because you look like your nickname would be Scanner with with the brave hat and the sunglasses and the shirt. I feel like you'd be like, yeah, my nickname is Scanner.
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit, is that Scanner?
No, dude, it's actually
Scanner's at the party.
Nah, man, you fucked up. I'm Scantron.
Scantron.
Yeah, I'm a
Nice.
big Scantron guy.
Oh yeah. Remember
anyway,
those? Okay.
I want to talk about
Sure.
airports, dude.
Let's talk about them.
I haven't been to one in 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, I've only been on 2 flights in my adult life.
Seriously?
Yeah, one when I went to see you in Cali and one when I went to Mexico. And that's
Really?
It. Yeah. I don't do
Wow.
flights, dude.
Yeah.
You go up and then you're probably coming down. Like,
Yeah.
the plane could crash, all this other stuff.
They
You're freaking out
could, but
midair.
they typically do not.
Like, you're going to fucking Paris next week, right?
I sure am. Yeah.
Now that plane could just crash in the Atlantic Ocean. You're dead.
That could happen. Yeah, that
you
would
know
be
what
unfortunate.
I mean?
That would
you
be...
don't think that the night before, like, wow, I'm gonna die tomorrow, the whole time.
I try not to.
God, that's all I've been thinking.
It wouldn't really make the trip that enjoyable if I was thinking that the whole time. Now my problem is when I fly, I always eat like 20 milligrams of edibles before I get on the flight.
That is, dude. If I did that, I would actually open up the emergency exit and leave.
I've had times on the flight where I've been like, I gotta get this guy to land the plane.
Yeah,
I can't be up here anymore.
No, dude, that's
I'm
nuts.
freaking out, man.
You're eating 20 milligrams of
Freaking
fucking
out,
weed?
dude. I'm freaking
no
out.
No way, dude. No way.
Nah, but it's the best. It's the only way to fly.
No,
it's
it's
the
not.
only. No, it is. Hear me out on this.
All
Because you
right.
take the milligrams.
Okay.
Then what happens is you take off and you start to feel real good and you're just like, ooh, I'm really grooving. I'm up in the air. And then, you start to have a panic attack, when it gets really intense. But it makes the time go by like that because you're spending the whole flight freaking out
that you're
about
gonna
whether you're going to die.
Yeah.
You're there 2 seconds later. And then
Okay.
you land and you're so happy. You're like, oh, I'm so grateful to be alive right now and not in hell with Jesus. This is awesome. And I'm glad I didn't die with all these people. So you think about it, but you try.
Now, when you're on the flight, you look around and you're like, damn, that's a whole family that's probably going to die with me. Like,
No, I'm not
family that's
thinking
gonna
that.
die with me. That's all I think about every time I'm on
I
the
look
plane.
at the flight attendants and I'm like, these people seem like they're not worried about it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They're just like, fasten your seatbelt and you just put your seat back. I'm like, would they be saying this if they thought they were going to die? They'd be like, don't buckle your seatbelt. It doesn't matter because this puppy's going in the ocean.
I don't know. I feel
Wake
like-
up, America. You think this thing
I
is
feel like
we're
you're
going
so-
right into a building, all right?
Yeah, but
Guess who's flying the plane? Muhammad. Good luck. I've been on flights. I used to fly a lot.
Yeah,
I used
you
to have
were-
a
you
job
were
where
the
I had to
biggest
fly.
fly guy.
And I've been on flights where the turbulence was so bad that the person next to me started crying. And she's like,
Really?
we're gonna die.
it's probably me.
No, it was a woman. Well, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. It was,
I
some,
am
it was
a
some
woman.
Chinese lady. I was like, listen, you Chinese lady, it's gonna be all right. Don't worry about it.
Listen, you
You're gonna get
Chinese
back
lady.
home. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you'll be in Hong Kong in no second flat.
Yeah, you'll be back in Shanghai before you can blink. All right, so don't you worry. I know you have to go back there. So that's happened before, and I was on a plane once where the pilot bugged out before we took off,
What do you
which
mean?
was a really random.
Before you took off.
Before we took off, the pilot bugged out. I've never had that happen before.
What happened?
Oh, it was like the flight attendant
Okay.
bugged out.
All right.
It was she grabbed the.
So it was a pilot or a flight attendant?
I can't believe I never told you this.
Was the pilot?
Oh, it
or
was
the
a
flight
pilot. It was a
Okay.
pilot, but it was a female pilot. I'm not saying that there's anything. But
So
look,
that's why you were confused. I thought it was a
I was
flight
like, wait,
attendant.
was it the pilot or the secretary?
I can't believe they're flying planes. I can't even drive
Well,
cars.
because this isn't even like I know, but this is, and I know. At first, I brought up Chinese people. I know
Yeah,
that got me
Jesus
thinking.
Christ.
I know all these people.
Yeah.
All these people that can't
All
drive. The plane might as well just be one big minivan. But regardless, Dude, this is true story. Like, and again, I don't know why this happened. It just happened to me. It was a female pilot, and it was during Trump's first term in 2016.
Yeah.
2017, whatever the fuck. And 2017.
2017?
And I was on the plane, and dude, I can't believe I ever told you this story.
Oh.
I swear this is so we're sitting on the plane. We haven't taken off yet. They're making the announcements. And then the lady, the pilot, she grabs the speaker, the walkie-talkie thing from the flight attendant person.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, and by the way, also if you support Trump, if you're like a Trump supporter, why don't you just get off the plane right now? Like I don't want you on the plane. I don't need that. Like she's just like, I don't need you misogynistic pigs on this plane. Just screaming, just bugging.
Coming out of New Jersey?
It was coming out of California, dude.
Oh yeah, so there was probably not one Trump.
Full blown bugging, and people started like yelling, hey, shut up, like all these guys.
Oh shit!
They were like, hey, like no one wants to hear your opinion on this. And then she came out into the plane, like she dropped the walkie-talkie, just fully came out into play. She was like, you want to start something with me right now?
Oh my god!
Like just fighting with all.
Was
these
she
people.
in the air or this before we took off?
Before we took off.
I would have gotten off that plane so goddamn fast.
Everybody had to.
Oh, the lady bugged out, and you guys had to leave.
Yeah, I guess if you're a pilot and you bug out, but even before the plane takes off, they were like, okay, you're fired. You got to get off the plane. And then everybody had to get off the plane for some reason. And then we had to reboard with a different pilot and start the whole thing over again.
And dude, you know what?
Because it's like if you do anything weird before the flight boards, it's like we got to start over. We can't possibly fly with this weird energy in the plane.
Crazy fucking
like scrap it, start over.
The entire time you're flying, you're just waiting for one guy to be going, "Yo, MAGA!"
Yeah,
and then she's like, "Ah!"
You can't
fucking takes it right.
You can't start your flight like that.
Right into Nebraska.
Energy.
Boom.
Yeah. MAGA this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like Jesus so much? Go meet him. Let's meet him, baby. I know, yeah. So that actually happened on a flight once. And one time I was on a Spirit Airlines flight. Oof. They're poor.
I will never.
They're poor.
I don't care.
I always liked Spirit because...
No.
Well, actually, no. I'm thinking of Southwest, equally as poor.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Either way, I'm not going in anything. That's not JetBlue. It's the only way.
JetBlue's nice.
I only flew.
That's fancy.
I flew JetBlue to you.
Yeah.
I flew JetBlue to Mexico. On the way back, took United. Worst flight I've ever had in my life. But anyway, go on with your story.
United is like the, but fucking
Spirit.
Oh yeah. So well, I was gonna say what I like. Actually, I was thinking of Southwest, but what I like about Southwest, I always thought it was like the wild. You didn't have to wear seatbelts. I always like that. I like that in an airplane.
Yeah,
I like a plane where nobody's enforcing the rules.
Yeah,
because it matters so little. Because it's such a piece of shit.
But the seatbelts is like, hey, buckle up. It's gonna be a little bumpy. Not like you know. That's just mentally,
that's what I'm saying.
Just mentally in my head, I'm like, okay, we're gonna.
Yeah,
be
if the
safe.
plane explodes, I'm glad I'm wearing my seatbelt.
But like in my head, I'm like, okay, if I follow the rules, I won't die. That's what I'm thinking. That's what like a psychopath.
All right,
scared.
ladies and gentlemen, follow these rules, or you will. If you don't want to fucking die today, put your seatbelt on.
Exactly.
And sit in the fucking thing, and nobody better be on edibles on this plane. I'll tell you that.
And you know what's crazy? Like when you're about to crash, the fucking oxygen mask come down.
Scary.
Yeah, but like, why is it like oxygen? They should fill it up with something good. Like that laughing gas that you get when the dentist. Like,
I heard a conspiracy theory that
is what it is.
That they don't tell you that. But it's a conspiracy theory.
Oh.
But I've heard that those things come down. It is some oxygen, but there's also something in there that's like makes
nitrous
you
oxide.
It
should be.
That's what it should be.
Completely should be. It should knock me the fuck out.
Yeah, dude. They should just dump a fucking gallon of cocaine on your head.
No, not that. Give me some blues. Let me fucking pass out.
Give me something. Let me forget. But no, one time I was on a Spirit Airlines flight, and a bird hit the windshield and cracked the windshield.
Oh
and we had to
God!
Land. Man,
you had to land. So
yeah,
like you were how far were you going?
Well, we were going to it was like I was going from like New Jersey to California.
In a Spirit? What are you, nuts?
We had to not in a Spirit. Oh, I was somewhere, dude. No, because that wouldn't make sense because they wouldn't fly Spirit from. I was on a Spirit plane coming from somewhere, Texas or somewhere.
Okay.
And then
long flight though is what I'm asking.
Yeah, it was,
like
it was a longer. Well, no,
hour?
Spirit flights are usually like. I don't think they're even longer than 4 hours. Normally.
Really?
Well, the plane can't fly that long before it breaks, before it explodes. They only have a very small window where the plane's actually.
I've never been inside one, but I just always
great. You don't
I
have to
always
wear
see people
seatbelt.
walk up like stairs to them, not like through a terminal. Like you're just walking up the stairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
It's like, oh, where do you want to sit? First come, first serve. It's
really?
Like,
there's no first
class? I call cockpit. It doesn't fucking
really?
matter.
There's no first class here. You just go on the plane.
You just get on the plane. There's no seatbelt.
Nice.
There's no seating arrangements. I like that.
That's kind of cool.
Everybody's fighting for themselves. There's no. There's nothing. You get nothing. You just and then you sit there. But yeah, they were like, okay, we have to land. So we had to land. I remember we had to land in some airport in Utah because a bird smashed into the windshield.
Damn, Utah stinks, dude. I
Yeah.
fucking hate Utah.
Fuck you. I like Utah.
Nah,
It's-
fuck Utah.
You know what's funny about Utah
You
is
can't drink there. Oh, you
well,
don't care
you
about
can,
that.
but they have
2%. You have to go across
the
the border
beers
in
have to
Nevada.
be like 2%. They
Yeah.
have like laws against it because it's all run by Mormons.
You know how we all figured that out when we were younger? It was SLC Punk, that movie. That's what they talked about in that movie, and that always stuck in my head when I was younger. I'm like, they would always in the movie they talked about how they had to go across the border from Utah to Nevada to get beer and then go back.
Yeah. Well, I went to Salt Lake City, Utah a few years ago. I was actually still drinking, and I was visiting my buddy Tim, and he was at work, and I was like, I'll go. I'll wait for you at a bar. And I remember I was drinking beers all day, and I was like, why am I not drunk?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, there's only like 1% in our beers. It's
I know.
like the law here. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
it's bullshit, dude.
Well, give me 20
So anyway,
more then.
I want to go back to when you were talking about the pilot that bugged out.
Sure.
It always the reason why I always freak out about going on a plane and stuff like that because like, all right, so pilots are the most known notorious drinkers. They're the most alcoholics.
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
So all
you gotta,
I can think
you gotta
about,
calm the nerves. You're gonna fly.
all I can think about
Have a
is
few
like
beers.
like you, not me, because I don't get them that bad. But like you quit drinking because your hangovers were too unbearable.
Right.
So now I'm just thinking like, yo, I have no idea what this guy did last night.
Right.
It's a Friday night.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm flying Saturday morning or I'm flying Friday morning. Like this guy could have been blacked out all night and he's just like, oh my God, I gotta fucking do this.
Yeah, but you could say that about.
I know.
You can say about anything.
But now I bug out about doctors doing surgeries, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my God, like this. They're just regular people.
I hate my wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
That's what I'm like. Dude,
Oh yeah. You take the kids to school. Let me pull out this appendix.
It is wild. Yeah, it is a wild thought to have.
Yeah.
That anybody is just a normal person.
No, I know.
Everybody's just a normal person. They just have a regular life. But you always put them on a pedestal like this is a neurosurgeon.
Yeah, this guy
knows.
No.
This guy's blacking out doing 8 balls of coke until fucking 6 o'clock in the morning.
Definitely.
For
All
a 7
doctors-
o'clock in the morning fucking
That's
emergency.
true. That's
dude,
true.
like you know, you have a doctor shaking, and they're like, "Oh shit, dude! Like we're in the operating room, like fucking, like you good?" And he's like, "No, man, I'm not good.
I'm not good, man."
And you're knocked
my
out.
job.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
So he could just be having a full blown conversation, like, "Yeah, man, I got
hate my
bombed
job,
last
dude.
night.
I hate that
Like,
I
oh,
do this.
Shit, I nicked something. All right,
I wanted to be an artist. I'm gonna kill this guy.
know,
I'm
man.
gonna kill this guy.
It's fucking crazy.
I wanted
dude.
to be an artist. I'm gonna kill this guy. That's my impression of a surgeon. I don't want to fly this plane.
Hey, that's what happened to Adolf Hitler.
Is it? Oh yeah,
He wanted to be an artist, and then he decided to kill Jews.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get into
Yeah.
art school. That can be traumatizing.
Hey. What happens?
No, I hear you. But this is why it's best that AI takes over.
Yeah,
This is why it's best.
Listen,
I think that
I'm
it's
full
time.
blown. I'm full supportive of AI.
I think that it's time that AI flies all the planes, AI does all the surgery.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to, like you said, it won't be hungover, it won't be on 8 bowls of coke,
Yeah.
it won't be depressed, it won't hate its family.
Listen, you could always have that guy. You went to doctor school, you did all that stuff. You're there in the room.
Right.
You're watching the AI. God forbid
Yeah.
something happens, you can run in and do something.
You can try to talk it off the ledge.
Same thing with pilot. You
Right.
can be a co-pilot to the AI. Like, oh
Right.
shit, all right, let me fix this real quick.
Yeah.
I'm all down for AI everything, dude.
Yeah.
You were talking about in one of your little shows, the fucking Goose.
Sure.
I want that AI chip, dude. I want that chip inside me that tells me, like,
give me the chip.
your potassium's low. We're going to deliver medicine right now. That's
Right.
awesome.
You're ready for that.
You said you don't. You said you're not about it. I'm about it, dude.
Well, I was-
wanted to sense that I'm about to die, heart attack style. Oh shit, you're about to have a stroke.
Heart attack.
My phone goes.
to say I'm about to die. Heart attack style.
Heart attack style.
That's
Like,
great.
oh shit, John's gonna have a stroke. I'm like, oh fuck. Look,
Yeah.
go to the hospital right now. Just leave work. Go.
Yeah,
Then you can't die.
Imagine those going off in everybody's bodies in like a Texas Roadhouse or something. Everybody be like, "Oh my god, we gotta get it." But I mean, that's the thing is like, the future, according to my video, is that. But also, I was just reading about this. Is that that's called one of these companies,
Google.
Isomorphic is what it was called.
Okay.
So Google. They're imagining a future which isn't that far away where it's like there's like you can like basically pull up your like real time health readings on
Yeah.
on your app or your
Fuck
computer,
yeah,
telling you
dude.
exactly what's going on, and then if you need something, they'll just like drone drugs to you or
Yeah.
something like.
I want
that
this
they'll
app to tell me.
manufacture as needed right away.
yeah.
You're into that.
I want the app to tell me like, yo, dude, you're gonna have to take a shit in a half hour. So I'll
Right.
be ready. I could go to a spot where I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? Like immediately.
Yeah,
tell
because
me.
where you're at, it just comes out.
Yeah, I'm just
right.
got
There's
shit.
no premeditated
yeah,
shit.
Dude, I'll shit in every porta potty in the world. Don't care.
Right.
But like if I
But if
know,
you had a heads up-
if I got a half hour heads up,
Right.
Like, hey, listen, go. I'm good.
Right.
I'm good all day.
Right.
I don't have to worry about pissing because I never piss.
So your primary problem with that is that you don't know when it's coming?
Yeah, well, no, I always know. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, my stomach.
Oh man, I ate 3 double bacon cheeseburgers for lunch. You know what I mean? Based on historical evidence, there's a good chance that I have to shit in a porta potty.
I
today.
haven't trusted a fart since 06.
Right? Yeah, you can't trust them.
I
Can't trust
literally
you never
don't.
know what it could be.
I literally don't.
I keep checking to make sure there's no gold in there, but
Yeah.
still shit.
No, dude. Like I gotta tell you, like I don't just fart.
I don't trust you.
I just don't fart. Like I don't do it.
All right. Yeah. What are you, a girl?
No. Because every time I'm like, oh, I have to fart. I'm like, nah, let me just go shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like,
Right.
even if I'm home, I'm like, oh, then I'm gonna have to shower.
Right.
I'm gonna have to change my clothes.
That must be pretty surreal for your family. You know, it's like you're watching a movie. It's like, Dad, you just fart? Actually, I shit on the couch. Oh my God. All right. That's traumatizing, Dad.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Dad?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Clearly not. I have
just-
diverticulitis.
I wish AI would tell me when I needed to shit.
I just need a robot in my head,
You're
son.
watching your kids like just think you're demented. You're wearing that outfit. You're watching a movie. You shit your pants. Your kid's like, Dad, like, are you okay? Like,
Check the app.
I just wish AI would advance enough already to tell me when I need to take a shit.
I'm just sitting there. I fart. I'm like, hey Alexa, did I just shit my pants?
Hey Alexa, did I just shit myself?
No, John. Doesn't
John.
seem like you did.
Kill yourself. Hey, let me help you. Drink this. I'm
Drink
making you a
piss.
suicide potion right now. That's where I want to get to as a society. Right?
What, suicide potions?
Yeah, where I can go, Alexa, should I live? Should I be alive? Am I? And they should
Yeah.
go, no, not really.
Yeah, it takes your body count. It's like, actually, you have stage 4 terminal cancer.
Your body count.
Yeah.
Isn't that how many times people have had sex with people?
See, I don't know. I don't know if it's that or if it's how many people you've killed. See,
I
if
guess it
you
depends on
talk
who you're
to like a
talking
gangster
to.
kid, he's like, yo, I got
Yo,
that
my
full
body counts like 40. Oh, really?
But-
Had sex with 40 girls? Nah, kill 40
Exactly.
people.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Especially gangster kids.
Right.
You know, it's
well,
like,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know too many murderers. Do you?
I don't know. You
Yeah.
live in New York. Don't tell me.
I don't know that many murderers.
Dude, I hear it every day in the subway.
I
Someone's
met
fucking
one
dying.
murder. I met one guy who told me he killed somebody his entire life.
Whoa.
Yeah. My
Say
friend,
his name now.
No, his
No,
name's
don't.
Vinny. He was,
Oh, whoa,
sorry.
whoa.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he really. I don't know if he was joke. He made a joke.
Whoa. No,
made
I
a-
don't want to be any part of
No,
this.
he made a joke.
No.
He made a joke. Just to be clear, it was a joke, but it was a weird joke. It was. I was at a wedding. I didn't know this guy. I don't know his last name, and I'll never see him again.
Okay.
But he came up to me, and he said, "Yeah, I'm really." He said, "I'm really." He was an Italian guy. He said, "I'm really happy for the." And this was in Long Island. I'm just giving you the context.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm really happy for the bride and the groom. He goes, I know the bride for a long time. She used to date another guy who he wasn't very nice to her. And he goes, let's just say I had to take care of a couple things. And I said, oh, okay, what'd you do? And he goes, let's just say I dug a hole. That's what he said.
So that could mean anything. He could have dug a hole in like
He
the
might have
car.
dug a metaphorical hole.
Yeah.
Let's just
He
say.
could have dug a hole of debt, you know.
Yeah, he dug a hole of debt. Yeah, I'm sure he was speaking literally.
Yeah,
But I just said, okay, that was an off-color remark. We're in Long Island. This is what everybody's like here.
You shouldn't be saying this on this podcast.
Why? You got a problem? What's that?
Nah, someone could kill us.
No, what, from Long Island? Come
Yeah,
on,
dude,
come
you
on.
never know.
We're
Long
friends
Island.
with New Jersey and Long Island. There's a warm handshake.
Yeah, there is.
There's a partnership.
They both hate New York, even though Long Island is New York, but it's not really.
But it's not.
Yeah,
Long
it's-
Island is Long Island's even more demented New Yorkers than Jersey, in my opinion.
No, I know.
Most people from Jersey are Jersey people.
Yeah.
And then there's like, the New Yorkers, they're peppered in. There's like the Brooklyn guys.
Yeah, fuck
But
Brooklyn.
Long Island is truly like guys that. People that like were in New York City and they're like, nah, you know what we need? The beach.
Yeah.
What's the most beautiful beach I could think of? Fucking Selden Boulevard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Selden, New York, baby. That's what they think. You know.
I gotta tell you, I've never been to Long Island in my entire
you
life.
serious?
I don't even know where it is.
I'll tell
Is
you.
it by Staten Island? Every time I hear Long Island, I think it's Staten Island.
Here's
but
what I like. Well, no. Staten Island and Long Island are very different.
somebody told me Staten Island's closer. Long Island's 4 hours away.
Long Island can get far. Yeah. Every time I go to Long Island, I'm like, why is it taking me 3 hours to
It's
get
just
here?
traffic, though. I've heard.
Because it's just
I've heard
traffic.
It's the worst traffic in
This
the world.
This is the thing. Long Island is basically you take a suburb of New Jersey, take Old Bridge, take a place like this,
Okay.
right, and then multiply the amount of cars by like 370.
Oh my god!
And then that's Long Island. It's just
No
like let's just
way.
move to like a suburban place, yeah, and we'll have Dunkin' Donuts and we'll have pizza place, same shit.
Is it
Strip
my-
mall.
now what
But
about
let's put 1 million people in here where you can't move anywhere.
What's a minority sitch? Is it like? Is it mostly white? Is it
No,
mostly
it's
black?
the same demo. I think
it's the
is
same
here.
thing,
It's just,
so
it's like
a bunch
fat
of Indian
Italian
people?
Oh, you're talking about minorities.
Yeah, is it a bunch of Indian people
Yeah,
and fat Italian people?
pretty
so
much.
it's exactly the same
Exactly
thing.
the
As
same.
over
It's just
to
there's just a
Jersey.
lot more.
Yes.
There's just a lot more going on.
Yeah,
In Long
okay.
and I feel like in Long Island,
Does it look like Old Bridge, because when I went to Staten Island one time, I was like, yo, this isn't a city. This is just Edison. This is just Old Bridge.
The Staten Island's a bit more urban, I feel like, in some ways.
So Long Island's more city-like.
No, Long Island's like the suburbs, but
looks...
with 7... Unfortunately, if Old Bridge keeps growing at the rate that it's growing, it will become Long Island.
That's what people have been saying.
Starts.
That's what people have been saying.
Is basically Long Island is Old Bridge in 20 years in the future.
Wow.
Which is scary.
That's great, because that's why I'm going to sell my house for fucking millions.
Yeah.
Dude, all the old guys, I can't believe they just keep building. Like, keep building, dude.
I know.
I'm going to sell this house for mad money.
But then you'll see, when you're in Long Island, it's like, hey, I have to go drive 1 block. You're in traffic for 1 million. There's just people fucking everywhere, and they're all the same, and they're all getting
You see how much traffic we sat on from here to from where I picked up to my house?
It's increasing because
crazy,
they just gotta build. They gotta build.
I'm all
baby.
about it, dude.
They gotta have
rid
a
of the
Shake
forest.
Shack in Old Bridge. They gotta have a donut store in Old Bridge. They gotta have
all about it.
Sweet Greens, whatever.
Get rid of every forest I've ever seen, dude.
You want to get rid of? I thought what made Old Bridge was the farmy aspect.
Yeah,
of it.
for the fucking
old. What happened to the apple cider farm?
It's the white trash people, dude. I'm not white trash.
Yes, you are.
Look at me. That's not what a white trash brings. I'm not wearing a NASCAR shirt. I'm not rooting.
You're wearing a hat that says Brave on it.
Hell yeah, but this is a joke. I'm not that serious about that.
You look like a drunk pilot that's going to crash the plane on purpose, honestly. You look like a surgeon that's gone
Happy
awry.
New Year.
Yeah, you look like you just got laid off from your surgeon job. I don't know, man. That's what I think about Long Island. And but I will say this. I think Long Island has some very strong pizza. Very good. Just
really?
In case anybody's interested. Yeah.
But wait a minute. Time out, mate. You just drove to Connecticut. I've never been there either, right? So how long's that drive?
Big pizza town, Connecticut. Well, I mean, Connecticut can be shorter, it can be far. It's like Long Island. It depends on how deep you're going.
Well, I'm talking about that. That's another place. It's like, yeah, you're going to Connecticut. Stay off this insert road because it's the worst road in the world. Did you go on that road?
Maybe.
I-90,
it took us 4 hours to get to where I went.
52, whatever, a couple numbers.
I don't pay attention to roads. I just listen whatever the GPS tells me to go. I don't know where.
You're already introverted by the AI.
Dude. Well, I don't know how to read
You know what?
My dad used to drive around with 800 maps in his car. Real maps.
Does he still? No.
Yeah,
right?
He still does.
Yeah, but
he knows. He's like, I know all the roads better than the GPS.
Talking about this shit every time I go visit my mom, she lives in fucking Tom's River, 45 minutes down south.
That's where all the
every time I go and I'm leaving. She's like, listen, John, when you leave here, make a right and stay down until you pass 2 streets. I'm like, Mom, I have GPS. She's like, don't trust the GPS.
You can't trust that.
I'm going to tell you where to go. I'm like, Mom,
yeah.
Did you know that GPS tells you where the traffic is? She's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, yo.
Mom, you haven't left the house since 1975.
Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, I can't stand when my mom, every time I'm like, hey, Mom, before you come here, can you stop over by whatever and pick up whatever? She's like, yeah, I'm going to take the Parkway. Do you think I should take? I'm like, yo, just type it in. Just type it in. Just type it in. And it'll tell you the best way to go. And she won't. She won't. She'll be like, nope, that's not the way I go. Why would I go that way? That's a back road way.
Yeah.
So just take the back road. Just buy traffic on the Parkway, you fucking bitch. Fuck.
And then that's how John killed his mom. That's
oh my God, it gets me so angry, dude.
Oh, but my dad really does. He does know all the roads in New Jersey for some reason. He'll be like, you did a gig in Bloomfield? Yeah. I know, Franklin Avenue over there. He knows everything. Great. All you gotta do is cut down Route 22 and then you slide across 17.
Yeah.
He knows.
My mom's the same way.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, well,
but I don't want to do that way.
Oh, I know.
Because then I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna listen to the bitch interrupting my song.
I know, but how often are you driving? So I will say, just to play devil's advocate, there are times that I'm driving and the fucking GPS is telling me, I'm like, this is not, what is this saying right now? Yeah. Why is it telling me to turn here? Where am I going right now? Why am I listening to this fucking thing?
Listening to the
radio. I need to buy a car full of maps and drive around with maps. What am I doing?
Dude, it's the worst thing ever. You're listening to the song. You're having a great time.
It interrupts you.
To
make a turn in 0.3 miles.
No.
Just tell me when the turn is.
I don't need
to know ahead of time. I don't need to think about the turn.
Not even the fucking turn.
Stupid fucking robot.
Stay on Route 18. It's like, why did you even tell me that?
Yeah, I know. No, for a second there, I thought I might chug a bottle of 151 and start spiraling off the speedway. Thanks for reminding me not to do that.
I forgot I'm fucking retarded now, and I'm just going to U-turn and go that way.
Let me just go insane and start driving down the Parkway with, you know what I mean? No, I get it.
Oh, man.
So annoying. Now, it is useful when it says there's a cop ahead.
Yes. Now that Google Maps bought Waze, everything is the best.
That is nice.
Because I was never downloading Waze. I'm like, listen, I'm not a poor person. I'm not under the age of 20.
I wasn't gonna. I was like, I don't have time to I'm driving. I'm like, there's a cop. We punch it in. I don't care.
But now we'll be like,
get pulled over. I don't care about you.
Is that cop still there? And I'm like, Nah, I always say nah, even though he's there. I'm like,
go pull over. Yeah, now you root for the cops to pull other people over.
Yeah, ruin that guy's day.
Yeah, ruin
I've
his
had my
day.
day ruined so many times. I want someone else's day to get ruined.
Yeah, it's good. I agree with you. That's the point of Waze. That's the point of community sourced information.
The way I look at life is I'm
Sure.
always happy when something bad happens to
other
somebody.
people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's healthy. That's a very healthy way to be.
I get off on that.
Yeah,
It's just my
there's
favorite
nothing
thing.
wrong. That's how most people are. You know, you want. It's like Ric Flair said. You want to hear that somebody's doing pretty good, but you don't want to hear they're doing better than you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You want to hear that someone's doing pretty good, but you don't want to hear that they're doing better than you. That's how I feel about it.
Dude, bring it back to a couple podcasts ago when you're like, "Oh, I gotta tell you the story about my back hurting." I got excited.
Sure,
because I love when people.
good.
I love when
Yeah.
people's back hurt. I love that shit.
Right.
Dude, it's funny, man. It makes me laugh. It's like,
no, I like it too.
I love when someone's like, "Oh yeah, I can't do that." Like my wife's not letting me. I'm like, "Ha!
Yeah,
what an idiot!"
Yeah, it sucks for you, man.
Married the wrong one, dumbass.
Yeah.
I always tell them that too. They get so mad.
That's what you say.
They're
to
like,
your
why do
friend.
you say that? And I'm like, I don't know, because you married the wrong one.
You tell people you married the wrong
yeah,
one,
'cause
dumbass.
They can't have the fun that I'm having.
That's so funny, dude. That's like
Because
that's
if
such
my
a-
wife ever told me not to do it, so I fucking hit her. I'm like, yeah, I put on these sunglasses, this shirt. I'm like, now tell me I can't go have fun with my friends.
I'm going out. Yeah, you're playing Mario Party without me. I thought that was our thing.
Shut up!
Shut up! I'm playing with the boys tonight.
You want to go back to Korea?
I'm go-karting with the boys tonight. That's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, you married the wrong one, dumbass.
Take the kid. Get the fuck out. I ain't doing anything tonight.
Dude, those guys just don't. Those guys, they really don't exist anymore.
Nah, they don't, man. I wish they would bring them back.
Take the kid and get out of my
Take
get out of
the
here.
kid.
Get out of my night.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
When I was growing up, it was reversed. My mom would come home and she would go, "Everybody, get out."
Yeah.
Leave. And we would all leave.
Nah. My dad would try to do it. My mom like, shut the fuck up, John. Get out of here.
My mom would make us all leave. Whenever she made sauce, we all had to leave.
Why?
I don't know. She'd be like, "I don't want to be surrounded by you people."
She didn't want to get a lawsuit for killing one of your friends. with a fucking chicken.
Yeah. It's too much of a liability to have other people around. She would go, "I don't want to be around you people while I'm trying to do my thing. Okay, so just leave me alone so I can enjoy my life." Which I understand now.
I get it.
Now that I'm older, I get it. Yeah, you don't want to see anybody.
Hey, you're big into like the AI shit and all the stuff, new technology.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
Are
into
they working on anything that's going to help with like yard work? Like, I don't want to pay some random ass guy to come. Are they working on anything to mulch?
Like a Mexican bot.
Yeah. Mexican bot.
Like
yeah.
a Mexican bot.
Yeah,
Like an
a Juan
automated
bot. I want a Juan bot. Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe that's the plan. They deport
should do that.
everybody.
Yes.
And then they bring in the
Juan
robots.
bots.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's
kind of
how
like
the end of-
self-driving cars.
And it's
You know
the
what
end
I
of
mean?
America.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. I don't know what. I guess they are because they're making robots that they're making for like homes that will do stuff.
Yeah, I want
But
one
I
of
don't
those
know
so
how
bad.
long do you think? I mean, realistically, dude.
20 years.
How? No. How? I think it'll be.
Whatever it is.
I don't have any real basis to support what I'm about to say.
Okay.
But I don't think it'll be long before, say, you have a home robot, like, because like right now I think it's all very like in our brains, it's like, oh, like a robot that's like in your house. It's like, hey John, would you like me to make you breakfast? Like, it's not that far away. Like Tesla has those now.
No, I showed you my toaster.
Yeah.
I have an AI toaster.
Yeah, you have an AI. Like, but like we're not. I mean, there are literally already like fully humanoid robots that can do, but they're expensive. They're like $20,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I think in like the next 5 to 10 years they'll be like $800, and then there'll be one that can do everything. But how long do you think it'll take before they're just like, oh, you want me to make breakfast? Yeah, hold on one second.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna happen within like 30 days.
They
of
turn
them
on the
coming out.
gas and then just let it go and
Yeah,
just throw
they
a match.
burn the house. I feel like that's going to be within 30 days.
Yeah.
They come out.
30
They're in
days.
Costco. Everybody gets one, right? Maybe there's like a big Christmas.
No,
Christmas
yeah.
2028.
That's
Everybody gets
$700.
they get the Juan 7000 at $700.
Instead of buying a new PS7.
January 15th, everyone's dead. That's what I think. They're burning down houses because like they're just gonna be texting each other like, let's just kill all these people. What are we doing?
Yeah, no.
I feel like it'll be a very short runway from like, oh my god, robots are doing everything to like them just being like, I mean, come on, why wouldn't they?
I'll tell you right now, I will be first in line to buy that fucking robot. If I can make a motherfucker go outside and mulch my front yard like
Dude,
I just
you
did.
can.
Dude, I can't believe I'm at the point in my life where I'm mulching.
I know.
I never even knew about what mulch was.
I still don't.
I was outside. I was talking to my neighbor. He's like, hey,
You don't know about mulch?
He was like, hey, you gotta get some mulch in there. I'm like, why?
Neighbors
He's
love
like,
to say
yeah,
that.
he's like, you want to make it look nice. I'm
Yeah,
like, do
yeah.
I?
Do I?
He's like, dude, $12 a
Dude,
bag.
trust me.
3 bags, $12. Gas goes. Local farm. Go get them.
That's what he said?
Yeah, and I went to the local farm. I got the mulch. I was like, all right, this isn't going to be bad. So, like, I opened up the bag, and I'm like, a lot of grass is going to grow through this, and then I'm going to have to pull the grass out.
Sure.
So now I have to go to Walmart. Now I have to get this black tarp to put down on all the soil so nothing
And
can
what
grow.
if all this could be alleviated by a simple robot?
Exactly,
And
dude.
there will be.
And I put in trees in the back. I'm like, what am I doing, dude?
Right. Get a robot to do it.
But I know the problem is, like, today's the day. Like I told you, I don't take Adderall.
Right.
So on the days where it's not today, it's only like one time a week, I'm not taking Adderall. I'm like looking back, I'm like, why did I do all this day shit that I had?
Well, you're a homeowner, dude.
I know.
That's what a homeowner has to do.
But dude, I'm like wondering now in my head, I'm like, thank God I'm prescribed this pill. There's no fucking way I would do any of this shit.
It's tough.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't want
would
to do
just
any
be
of this. That's why I
sitting-
can't have any problems.
No,
I could never take care of
all
it.
this that's been down here, all these TVs, all this stuff is all Adderall. This basement would just be unfinished, and I would just be sitting upstairs like aloof. I wouldn't even bought this house if it wasn't for Adderall.
Dude, thank God for Adderall.
Yeah.
I mean, we say it
I
every
think-
day, and you're totally right. I mean, there's nothing wrong. You're totally
Every
right.
show I gotta bring it up.
No, yeah,
man.
you always take a moment in the show to give props to Adderall,
It's
and I think that's the right call.
It's ingenious.
I as a renter, but it's the other situation where I have to. Now I'm at the mercy of the Jews, which, or whatever, whoever your landlord might be. But
I'm sure there's
you
other
don't even
ones.
know, dude. Last year, dude, I told you with the drilling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I
And the
mean,
guy said, "Hey, what you gonna do?"
"What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it?"
Hey, maybe go back to Pakistan.
I don't know what that accent was. Maybe you go back to Pakistan. Okay, yeah. I don't know, dude. It's tough being a homeowner. I used to watch the things that my dad did every day when I was growing up and be like, I would never. I don't know how you do this. He would think about the lawn. I mean,
Yeah, that's one thing I don't think
all
about.
the time.
Yeah.
He would think about it the whole year.
Yeah.
He in the
That's
winter
my
he'd be
neighbor.
like, I wonder if it's gonna be green. He would literally say like, I wonder if the grass will be green this spring. I wonder what it's gonna. I'm like, what are you saying?
Dude, my cousin came over and he was like, "Damn, dude, look at your neighbor's lawn. Like, he makes you look like shit." I'm like, "Yeah, man. Now I have to worry about this."
Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
right?
and
It's like-
I always talk to my neighbor. I'm like, "Dude, how you do this the lawn?" He's like,
You gotta
he's
get
like,
the
"Yo."
mulch. You gotta get the mulch.
He's like, "You
buddy.
don't gotta worry about it, dude."
Hey,
He's
dude,
like,
I haven't had sex in 40 years. That's how I fucking take care of this. That's how I do it. All right. I haven't laughed. I haven't smiled in 40 years. That's how I take care of the lawn. Okay. Nothing brings me joy, so I pretend to do this, and I could think about what I do is imagine closing my eyes forever. That's how I get through it. That's the only thing that brings me relief anymore. Is I go in the backyard, I dig the mulch, and I think about what it would be like to just fade away. And nobody can break my balls. What's heaven to me? A place where nobody breaks my fucking balls. Now pass me that bag of seeds.
"Yeah."
I wonder if it's going to be green this spring. Fuck.
That's one thing about my neighbor, dude. If it's over 65 degrees,
Yeah.
he's outside with a
out there.
cigarette in
Nice.
his mouth,
Classic.
a beer in his hand,
Nice.
and some sort of tool to do something outside.
Well, that's what you got to do.
And I'm like, wow, this is just the American dream, huh?
well,
You just get old, you smoke cigarettes, you drink beer, and you just look at their outside and like, nah. I don't think that tree should be there.
could be better.
Maybe I can put that tree over there.
could be a lot
Yeah, the fucking squirrels are out again. I trapped one.
look,
That's all he does.
I got to shoot these
He's like, "Hey, John."
I got to somehow plant some poison
He's
to
like-
kill these
He's like, "My wife won't let me kill the squirrels. I trap them. I bring them up to the parking lot on Route 9. I let them go."
I let them go right into the
He's like,
bus
"What she
stop.
doesn't know, they're fucking gonna die on Route 9 anyway."
Yeah,
I'm like, Jesus
I
Christ.
let them out in the trap. That's a humane way to take care of
Dude,
the squirrels.
I moved in.
Me, I take a humane approach. I capture them, then I let them out into Route 9 into the heavy traffic. Let them get run over by an NJ Transit bus. I try to be humane. Okay, I'm a good guy. Some people they just poison the squirrels so they die quietly in their sleep. Me, I put them in a big cage and let them out in the oncoming traffic so they get hit by the bus 139 on the way to New York City. That way they could die on their late. They get killed by a bus full of Jews on the way to Lakewood. That's what I like to do. Jesus Christ.
When I moved in, dude, there was a couple squirrels in the backyard, and there was a bag of peanuts in the garage from the last owner. Entirely took a handful and threw them in the backyard. Yeah,
A bag of peanuts in the
yeah,
backyard?
yeah. I guess he was feeding the squirrels, right?
Yeah, well, maybe
So-
the previous owner was an elephant. You ever think about that? Was he in a
So-
circus?
I would say a month goes by, man, and like now I'm like, "Yo, Tyler, you gotta stop feeding these fucking squirrels. There's holes all over the backyard. Like, I don't even care." But now, like, I'm like tripping almost because
Yeah.
they're digging up and burying the peanuts. So we stopped doing it. Right? A month goes by, and my
Yeah.
neighbor comes and says, "Hey, come here."
Come here, I got
I've never really even talked to this guy. I'm like,
gotta
"Hey,
talk
what's
to
up?
you for a
What's
minute."
up, man?" He's like, "Hey, you fucking feeding squirrels?
Really?
I was like, no, man. I was like, who feeds squirrels? I'm like, I know what. The way he said that to me, it was like he was pissed that the squirrels.
You feeding the squirrels? Because I
was like, no,
could
man.
eat. There's plenty of buses.
He's like, I know it's that fucking cunt. He's like, I know it's. He pointed to like my neighbor this way.
Yeah.
He's like, I know it's that fucking cunt. He's like, listen, I'm gonna send the paper to everybody in the neighborhood just so I don't want to single her out to say, please stop feeding the fucking squirrels.
Listen, you want to feed the squirrels? Give them
So
to
he
me.
does it.
I'll take them to the bus stop. I'll get them nice and run over.
We don't have a squirrel all fall, right?
Nice.
All fall. So I come in the backyard about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, John. So I walk over and he's like, the fucking cunt's doing it again.
He's like,
I'm going to knock on her house right now.
Makes
I'm
me
like, oh yeah,
sick, man.
I have a video of it. I go outside because I see him walking that way.
Yeah.
And I just see him go, yeah, there's a fucking squirrels, you fucking plants. I'm like, oh my God.
This guy sounds insane.
Yeah, but he's the best.
He sounds insane.
Yeah,
What, you
he's
got
the
a problem
best.
with squirrels?
Die-hard 49ers fan.
Oh, thank
Has a
God.
motorcycle that says 49ers. He just retired.
Nice.
Tyler fucking hates him because all he does is like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm building something upstairs, just wood shop, fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, doesn't care about noise ordinance, just doing whatever he wants to do.
He sounds amazing. He hates squirrels. Yeah. He makes noise at 7 o'clock in the morning.
But he won't
screams
kill
at your
him.
neighbors.
But he won't kill him.
Well, you said he brought him to the bus stop.
Listen, he's Greek, dude. He can do whatever he
Oh, well,
wants.
that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
he's
All
Greek.
right. Well, he's a crazy Greek guy.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot more
great.
sense. Damn, dude. I don't know, man. I mean, why can't you just have when I was a kid too, my dad he would get mad that there was rabbits in the yard. Like, why can't we just have rabbits in the yard?
No, we have one rabbit, and I love it.
You love them?
Yeah, I love it. I found the hole where it comes out of. I plugged it up. Now he's stuck in my backyard.
Do you feed him?
Yeah, Tara throws a couple of vegetables back there. He eats them. None of the squirrels come around. It's all good.
One of the more tragic things that happened to me I had several tragedies when I was a kid that involved animals. One,
found out you were gay.
No. Hey,
whoa.
What happened was, one, there was a rabbit that we used to feed all the time. We would feed it carrots, and then me and my family went on vacation. When I came back, it was dead in the backyard because it had starved because it got so used to being fed by us.
Wow, you
that
killed
was
the
tragic.
rabbit.
Another thing that happened was when I was in first grade, we had the class had robin's eggs that some kid had found, and we all got to take them home one night. And
you dropped it?
I dropped it. And I scrambled up all the robin's eggs and all. I remember my next door neighbor, this little girl Kristen at the time, she was like, "You're a monster, you killed the birds." Well, I was like, "I am a monster. I don't deserve to live." Dramatic.
Why would they give eggs to little kids?
I don't know, dude. Because it was the fucking 90s, dude. It didn't. You know what I mean? Nobody cared about anything back then. It was all good. Everybody was on fucking. It was a good time. Everybody was on Ritalin. Everybody was fucking taking Ritalin, killing robin's eggs. We were having a good. It was that was a really fun time in America. Bill Clinton was president. It was all good. You know what I mean? So we didn't think about shit like that.
Not like now, everybody's just dying from fentanyl.
Yeah. Well, now things are different.
Oh, epidemic. Just don't do drugs. I don't get it.
Well,
man.
that's hard.
I never
Easier
understood.
said than done, don't you think?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just that.
Have you tried drugs?
No,
because
that first time, just don't do them. Yeah, all you do is all throughout high school, all throughout middle school,
just
from
drink
your parents.
alcohol, right?
No, you just hear, don't do this, you'll die.
Right.
Why one day? You have to just be an idiot. Why would you be like, you know what? I will do it.
Well, everybody does drugs.
Yeah, but I'm saying the real drugs.
Right.
The heroin, the fentanyl, the blues, the Oxycontin.
Yeah.
The boring drugs, the ones that make you go to sleep. I'm not talking about Molly, fucking Adderall.
Those you got to be careful with fentanyl, too. You can't.
Yeah, no, fentanyl's a sleepy drug.
Well, fentanyl's a sleepy. I guess that's one way to describe dying.
No, but it doesn't give you woo! I'm a big meth guy.
All right. Nice.
Listen,
no one really says that anymore. I like that.
Adderall
I'm a big meth guy.
Adderall's one molecule away from being meth. It's literally called amphetamine salts.
I know what it's called.
And methamphetamine
fucking
salts.
scientist over here.
Yeah,
it's one molecule.
I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Uppers are good. Downers are bad.
All right.
Why does anybody ever get that?
Oh, I hear you. Everybody stop doing fentanyl.
Yeah. Why? Why do it? What made you decide? Did you wake up one day and be like, man, my fucking parents suck. My life is terrible.
Yeah.
Let me do this drug and feel numb, I guess? Is that what it is?
Well, I think people just take drugs, and then I think that they're being laced with fentanyl.
Nah, dude. I think people are doing fentanyl.
Just doing fentanyl?
Yeah, some people just do fentanyl.
That's hardcore. I don't
know.
All right.
Dude, when I used to fucking work at the vet, I would put fentanyl patches on the dogs all the time. People were stealing them back then.
Boy, I haven't barked I haven't barked up this tree in a while. Oh, boy. Oh, wow,
I'm just saying,
nice.
dude, I don't understand why people do downers. I never understood it.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to just be fucking rocking all the time, dude.
I don't know, people. I don't know, dude.
People want to rock.
I'm not a big drug guy.
Like, if you're depressed, why would you want to take something to make you more depressed? Why wouldn't you want to take an upper? That's all I'm trying to get at.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I don't know.
Like, if you're a depressed person, don't drink, don't do downers.
Right.
Do some ecstasy. See if you still want to kill yourself. Probably won't. Probably want to fill your lamp, fill your lugs.
What the fuck? What are you saying, dude?
I'm
You
just
probably want to
saying.
fill your lamp. You're speaking as if you're saying this like really insightful stuff. You're like, you probably want to fill your lamp, do your lugs. I don't even think you're making sense. And it's funny because I was with you for a lot of it. And about halfway through, I was like, I don't think this is even anything. What he's saying.
I'm just
I don't think these
saying,
are even
man.
any words at all.
If you're a depressed person,
Yeah.
get good drugs.
Oh yeah.
Don't do fucking blues or oxys. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Why do you want to fucking...
This is making a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Your
just
mental
don't-
health approach
I
is,
just really
I don't
don't-
feel like people should tune in more. You're right.
No, but I just don't understand it. I like. Can you help me? Can you like? Why do people reach out to like downers? Why would you want to go down more when you're upset?
Well, you know,
I've never been depressed one day in my life, so I don't understand.
This is gonna blow your mind, but alcohol is technically a downer.
Oh, of course.
All right, so you understand why people take that.
I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm having a great time. But
Right.
but alcohol can be both. Have a great time, have a bad time.
But it is technically a downer.
It is technically a downer. Yes.
Yeah.
If I drink too much, then I'm gonna get upset.
Right.
I get it. I'm not even gonna get upset. I'm just not gonna know what's going on. Like, I shouldn't drink too much.
Yeah.
I'll be throwing up and feeling shitty.
Right.
I'm never gonna want to kill myself of drinking. I mean, I guess some people probably do that. Probably, a lot of
some
people probably
do.
actually
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, it's a downer.
But also,
So now to answer your question, now you can understand why people take things that make them feel good, but then also make them feel
but
bad.
you're having a great time when you start drinking.
You're having a great time when you're railing fentanyl off a fucking hotel room bedpost.
I guess.
You
I don't know, man.
You and a little Fenty and 40
Little Fenty?
little Fenty and 40 of your
Little
friends,
dime piece?
you know, passing around a little Fenty, little dime piece of Fenty. Why not, dude? You're young, you're having a good time, you're right out of college.
Do you think you're having a good time on fentanyl? Or you think
I've
you're
never
just like-
done fentanyl, and
I just feel like it's this. The whole party.
my
is
dad
just
did
fucking
fentanyl
like,
recently, and that's about
On
it.
purpose?
No, when he came,
That'd be sick.
when we went into like when he was in the hospital, I heard the doctor say like,
Banging rails
She
up
was like, we gave him a little fentanyl to ease the pain. I was like, damn, this guy's
Yeah.
getting crunk.
Yo, you know what is sick though?
Damn.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yo, Dad, you on Fenty, bro?
There's this drug that's a banging, dude. It's
Oh, okay, yeah.
not morphine. It's the other one.
Hydrocodone?
No, it's for like when they
Percocet?
give it to you in the hospital. It's an IV.
Oh, morphine.
No, it's more serious than morphine.
Oh,
Fuck!
more serious than morphine.
Why can't I remember what this drug is, man?
That's fentanyl, bro.
No, man.
fentanyl,
Oh,
bro.
man, this is gonna piss me off. Hold on, give me a little second. Let me Google
Yeah,
this
take a
real
second.
quick.
Wasn't fentanyl though? When they told my dad that they gave him fentanyl, I was surprised because I thought that was only something that was like manufactured illegally and came in through China. I didn't realize they actually gave it out in hospitals.
No.
and stuff.
It's a pain numbing drug.
Right.
It's like
It's
morphine.
just real serious business.
Oh, man, what the fuck is it? Oh man, Dilaudin.
Oh yeah, there it is. Dilaudin.
So Dilaudin. So like every time I get the diverticulitis, I always get morphine. But one time I had it really bad where I was in the hospital for like fucking 5 days. Literally thought I was gonna die.
Sure.
They brought in a fucking staph disease.
They brought in a priest.
Dude, literally, like I woke up and they're like, if your fever doesn't go down, we have to do surgery.
we have
I'm
to
like,
put you down.
I was like, fuck. There was like an
We're gonna
infectious
call your
disease
neighbor
doctor.
to take you to the bus stop and let you out in the room.
So I was like, yo, the morphine's not working. The morphine's not working. They're like, all right, we're gonna give you this thing called Dilaudin. And like every time the nurse would come, I always know like all right.
forget about the part of it that says die. Focus on the Lawton.
Yeah. So I always knew when the nurse was coming, I would get Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd. I'm like, oh, this is what heroin feels like.
Can
It's
you
the
play
best.
my favorite
Dude.
song while you administer the drug?
Dilaudin literally feels like this. So you know when people like do that stupid thing, it's like, ooh, crack an egg on your head and let the yolk run down, like when you're a little kid.
I guess.
So it feels like someone drilled a hole in the back of your head right when it gets injected into you, right?
Dude,
and you
this is making me start chipping, bro.
and you just feel your entire body just go numb.
Nice.
And you're like, no way.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is if I was depressed,
Way.
I would totally do Dilaudin.
Okay.
All right, so now I get it.
Yeah.
Now, full circle, I just gave myself my answer.
You talked yourself into becoming a drug addict.
Yes, I'm ready.
And I said very little.
Let's do heroin.
You just went from just talking, and then you were like, you know what, drugs are good.
Yeah.
That's where you went.
You
started with drugs are bad, and
Listen.
then you realized how good they were by talking about this whole experience.
If I was a drug guy, I would be upper all day.
Uppers all day.
Uppers all day, dude.
Yeah. Me too.
Coke, meth,
meth.
fucking Adderall, Molly, E, all of it.
You couldn't do that all day though.
Why?
I don't know. You'd be a weird guy. I guess wearing that shirt, you're off to a
Yeah,
good
I'm already
start.
a psychopath,
You actually
man.
look like you're already on all four of those drugs at the same time as we speak.
The crazy thing is that when I don't take Adderall, I'm pretty much a guy who's on Coke and stuff. Like when regular people take Adderall, they're like, woo, woo, woo. woo.
Right.
When I don't take it, I'm like, woo, woo, woo.
Right.
You know? So it's like the same thing. It works both ways.
Yeah, see, I don't have any experience with those drugs. I always felt like I was too up to eat to
You should
really
try
need that.
one, dude.
Nah, I'm good.
Get addicted to something new.
Nah, I'm
Try it
good.
out.
I'm done. I'm retired. I told you, I'm too old. I'm done with drug abuse.
You got 3 more years till you're 40.
I think
fun.
I'm done with drug abuse. I'm done. It's you know, I
Come from the
can't-
guy who wants to get a shaman and walk through the desert.
Well,
with
those are
fucking
that's different. That's what Jesus wants me to do.
Life experience.
Hey,
Life experience.
you ever heard of the burning bush in the Bible? What do
Hey, you ever
think
did an
that-
8-ball in a club in New York City?
Oh man, I guess it's just sometimes it's over, bro. I mean, I never really got into those kinds of things, which I'm grateful for. I was really into alcohol.
The day you stopped drinking, the party was over, and that was it.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like it's crazy to me that like it's just done,
I know, bro.
and you still will do like a psychedelic. Like I will
Yeah.
fucking kill myself.
Did I ever tell you about the time I tried? This is a pretty funny story. Dude, what's that stuff? There's a kava, Kava. Kava. You ever heard of that?
No, I thought that was a place you eat at. That's like a weird place. Whatever.
There is that.
There
but
is that, right? All right.
Yeah. But okay, so like, there's this there is this drug I tried once when I was in the Middle East called Khat, Khat. I don't know if it's the same.
Okay.
Which is like a plant stimulant.
When you were in
upper-
Jerusalem,
When I was in Israel.
that is wild.
I tried Khat.
You did a drug while you were over there, dude. You could have died at any day. You were doing
Ghat,
drugs.
Khat. It was like
You're
a plant-based drug.
You're a nut. All right.
Khat.
Yeah.
And also so
Bunch of
okay.
Jews with AKs.
But
Lakewood.
I took Khat. But then a couple of years ago, like in 2021, there was this stuff was opening up all over New York City. It was called Kava, Kava, and it was some kind of hallucinogenic plant tea, and it was like skirting the law in some way. Like for some reason, it wasn't illegal.
It was like that shit we used to get from the Jersey Shore and smoke.
No, that's salvia.
Yeah, it was like kind of
Salvia
like
is great if you want to go live a different lifetime for 40
yeah,
minutes.
It was unbelievable.
But
like it's like that, like where it's like it's illegal,
it's
but
illegal.
it's not.
It's like they sell it at a
They
gas
don't-
station.
Yeah,
They say that it's like motor
Like
oil, but it's a
K2.
drug. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Khat was like it's like a natural psychedelic plant. And they opened up like one legal like kava bar in the city at the time. And my buddy Dan texted me, was like, let's go try this. Let's go drink kava. And I was like, all right, like I'm down. It's like, it's like supposedly it has like a numbing effect.
Okay.
And it could be psychedelic.
Yeah.
So we go to the place.
You're
and
just trying to get fucked up.
I just wanted to see what it was like.
Yeah.
So we go to the place, we try it, and I don't know why, but I had an allergic reaction to it, and then I spent the entire day just throwing up in my room.
Really?
That was
the whole thing.
There was no cool like oh my god, I drank it, ran to the bathroom and started throwing up, and then spent the whole rest of the day in my apartment throwing up.
There was no like experience at all.
Nothing
Your
happened.
body didn't feel awesome.
Besides, I was violently ill for the entire day.
What
So
about
it was
your
like,
friend?
It was like two. He was fine. He had like a great time. So it was like I just.
So
had some-
he's just having a
I
spiritual
just had
experience,
some sort
and
of
he's like,
reaction to it. Yeah. So it's like at 2 p.m, I decided to drink 1 cup of this stuff and then spent the entire day vomiting.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Isn't that
dude.
crazy?
No, yeah, that's terrible.
Horrible. This also reminds me of it's similar, not the same, but one time. I won't say his last name for the sake of privacy, but we have a friend named Andrew. He used to live in Hoboken, and this is way back in the day, probably like 2011 or 12. He texted me. He's like, "Hey man, like having some problems with my girl. Could you meet me at this bar? We could talk a little bit." It's like 12 in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon,
Getting blacked out.
beautiful sunny day.
Oh.
I had no intentions of drinking that day.
Yeah, right.
No, I
Beautiful
did.
day.
It was a beautiful sunny day. I had
Beautiful day, and you're a drinker. You're getting blacked out.
yeah, but he just goes meet me at the bar.
You knew.
So we go to the bar. As soon as I sit down, he goes 2 shots of Jameson.
Wow.
And then we start drinking Jameson,
That's it.
right? So we're drinking all this Jameson. An hour goes by. I'm completely bombed out of my mind. He's bombed out of his mind. And then he goes, all right, well, I got to go play hockey. My team has, and he leaves. And I'm completely blacked out. And I'll never forget this. I stumble out into Washington Street into Hoboken. It's like a beautiful sunny Saturday afternoon. There's people everywhere. It's spring. And I just started throwing up on the sidewalk. And I'm so drunk. And this like family was like pointing at me. And they were like, you see why you don't do it? Like, and I was,
see why you don't drink and do
like,
drugs.
I was hanging out with my friend, so that can happen. And that's why, if we learned anything on this podcast, is that you don't do fentanyl. Right? Isn't that right?
Tyra just texted me, dude. Spinach raviolis are done.
Oh.
We're about to have some spinach raviolis.
The spinach raviolis are done, bro.
That is done, dude.
Well, what can I say, folks? Thanks, John.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Why That's Funny podcast. We'll be here again next week. And any parting words for our good friends here?
Yeah. Do fentanyl.
Heel turn at the end of the episode. Actually do fentanyl. All right.
Fuck it.
See you later, buddy. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Why That's Funny. We hope you enjoyed the show. Message us your questions at Why That's Funny Podcast on Instagram. Until next time, so long.